I welcomed my son and his wife to Christmas dinner. I gifted him with a BMW and handed her a designer handbag. Then my son sneered. Mom, my wife said I should teach you a lesson. No presents for you. My daughter-in-law sat grinning over tea. My humiliation. I slowly drew out an envelope. Fine. Then I have one more present for you both. The instant he opened it, his hands began trembling. Can you imagine someone telling you, on Christmas Eve, that it's time you learned a lesson about giving? That's what my daughter-in-law, Maureen, told me moments after I handed her a designer bag and my son, Eddie, the keys to a BMW. But she had no idea I had a lesson of my own cooking, a lesson that would change everything. My name is Ruth Dawson, and if you told me last Christmas that this year I'd be spending the holidays reflecting on betrayal, I would have laughed. But here I am, 73 years young and surprisingly at peace. Because some lessons cost you everything, but they give you back something far more valuable than any shiny gift they give you yourself. Now, before I tell you what happened that night, I'm curious, where are you watching this from right now? Are you curled up on the couch, maybe wrapping presents? Or are you like me, spending the holidays quietly, reflecting on the people who broke your trust? Whatever your story, drop a comment below and tell me where you are and what your Christmas plans are. Because I've learned that the people who truly understand you aren't always your own blood. Sometimes, they're strangers on the internet who've survived the same kind of heartbreak. And if you've ever felt invisible in your own family, if you've ever given everything and received nothing but cruelty, then stay with me. This is the night everything changed. That Christmas Eve, my Florida home smelled like roasted turkey and cinnamon candles. My tree, adorned with ornaments Ray, my late husband, and I collected over 40 years, twinkled softly. I'd spent 3 days making everything perfect, scrubbing floors, polishing silver, even making a frantic second trip to the grocery store for Eddie's favorite cranberry sauce. I just wanted it to be special. When they arrived, I hugged Eddie tight. For one fleeting second, I felt like I had my son back. He smelled like Ray's old cologne, his arms felt strong. But then Maureen stepped inside, her eyes immediately scanning my home not with admiration, but with an unsettling assessment. Dinner was quiet, strained. Eddie made small talk about work, but Maureen mostly scrolled through her phone, barely touching the food I'd poured my heart into. I noticed a new, expensive bracelet on her wrist, far beyond what her boutique job should afford. A cold not formed in my stomach, but I bit my tongue. Mothers learn to swallow questions when they sense the answers might hurt. After dinner, it was time for gifts. I handed Eddie a small box. Inside were the keys to a used BMW I'd been saving for months. Not because he deserved it after how he'd been, but because a mother's love doesn't disappear just because her heart has been. Full story on the channel. Link below. Click now and watch what happened next.